All right, now in this video, what we're gonna do is probably one of the funnest things actually, and that is setting up payments. So setting up your Shopify store to accept credit cards, PayPal, whatever it may be. They even take cryptocurrencies, I think. So, it's very simple to set it up, and Shopify makes it easy. When you log into Shopify, you'll be on your home screen like this. This is the main home screen here. Just come down here to the bottom left, and remember, sometimes the menu will look a little different because they move stuff around, or different countries that have different dashboards. But just click on settings, and then you'll see all these different options: general, account, billing, notifications. What you want to do is click on payment providers. See where it says enable and manage your store's payment providers? So go ahead and click on this, and we're going to walk you through a very simple step-by-step setup process. If you're in the US, it's super quick to use Shopify Payments. If you are in a different country, they have international billing that you can set up as well. So all of that will be available right here in this video. So go ahead and click on payment providers. All right, so now that we've clicked the payments tab, you can see that you can integrate with Amazon payments, you can integrate with PayPal, you can integrate with Shopify Payments. Shopify Payments is what I recommend. It's simple, it keeps everything in one spot, and it's what I use 100%. I do not accept PayPal payments on my Shopify stores. Some people might say, that that's a good idea. Some people might say that's a bad idea. But I am all about efficiency and simplicity. I want to have everything in one spot. That's the way I like it. So up here at the top where it says Shopify Payments, it says your store can accept credit cards directly through Shopify. So before they can transfer money from sales to your bank account, you have to provide them with a couple of additional details. So what I want you to do next is go and just hit Complete Shopify Payments Account Setup, okay? So let's hit that button now. Okay, and once you do that, they're gonna ask you just to fill out a couple of extra little details about your business, like what type of company do you have, what your average order value is, and all that stuff. So we're gonna start out by selecting what business type we have. So your business type is gonna be partnership, LLC, corporation, individual, sole proprietor. If you don't have a company right now, if you are just operating by yourself, here in the US, we call that a individual sole proprietor. So I'm just going to put that in, and it's going to say estimate your average order value. I'm going to say you should select this one right here, $10 to $1,000, because it's just low to mid-range ticket. All right, so it's going to then ask you if you process more than $150K a month on average. Starting out, I don't think you'll be doing that. I hope you do. I hope you do right out of the gate, but I wouldn't check that. And you're going to want to check, we do sell and ship physical goods. And it's going to ask you about shipping times. Don't get hung up here, okay? But you want to click the right one that says we typically ship products in. And I would choose the 8 to 14 days, because a lot of times when you're arbitraging and you're doing drop shipping from China, it takes a good 2 to 3 weeks to actually arrive, okay? So then down here, it's gonna say what kind of products and services will you be selling. You don't have to get into too much detail here. It's really, honestly, it's not that big of a deal. You wanna be honest, but they're not looking for like a mega thorough description or anything. So you might wanna put down something like what kind of product service you sell. I would put in t-shirts and other apparel, along with novelty products like bracelets, jewelry, and accessories. Okay, so just giving them a good idea of the type of stuff that you're going to sell. You could literally just copy and paste this description, because I'm willing to bet that you are going to be selling t-shirts and apparel along with bracelets and jewelry and stuff like that. Then you would put in your EIN or social, or if you're in a different country, whatever number they're asking you for. They can see clearly I'm in the US, so they're going to ask me US related information. So you're going to put that in. It does say optional where I'm at. And then your business address, you're going to have that entered in. And then, of course, down at the bottom, you're going to have your personal details that you're going to need to enter. So I'm going to scroll down. And having scrolled down, it's asking for my personal details. So my name, my date of birth. So we're going to enter the date of birth in here. Let me just do that real quick. Okay, and then we're going to toss in this, and we're going to toss in this. All right, last 4 digits of my social. I'm going to go ahead and type that in. And it's going to ask for our shop name. So this is going to be the billing descriptor. So this is going to be when people get charged on the charges on their credit card statements, it's going to show up as whatever you put here. So make sure that you put in your store name here. That way people recognize the charge on their credit card. And then they're also going to ask you for your bank account information. So this is going to be the bank account that you want your money deposited into when Shopify pays you. So whenever somebody comes to your store and they buy a product, Shopify is going to process that payment, and then they will wire it into your bank account. Now, they don't wire it into your bank account immediately. They usually hold it for about 2 days, I believe it is. And that's just in case of refunds or anything like that. So after a couple of days, you should be getting daily wires into your bank account. It's just starting out those first 2 to 3 days, they are holding the first two to 3 days of money, just in case there are refunds or anything like that. So, it's just best practice. Nothing to be concerned about. Any and every merchant account that I've ever heard of does that. That's totally normal. So, once you've put all this information in, all you have to do up here at the top is hit complete account setup, and you should instantly be approved if you've put in all of the correct information and you are ready to accept Shopify payments now. So that means somebody can come to your store and they can buy something, you can accept their credit cards, and it will process their order. It's that simple. This is not complicated. It's not something that's going to take you 1 to 2 hours to do, and they're not asking to pry through every little personal aspect of your life. They just want to know your identification in terms of your date of birth, the last 4 digits of your social if you're in the US, and what kind of company you are, and your phone number. And that's it. And your bank account information. So maybe you want to open up a bank account specifically for receiving these payments. That way it doesn't mix in with other businesses or other personal things. It's up to you. And you can always come in and you can edit this later. So you can edit the bank account number. So if you ever choose to open up a new bank account, you can always come in and just edit this information and have all of the money start routing to your new bank account. So once you've set this up, hit complete account setup and you're good to go, and you have been set up with Shopify Payments. That's it, and I'll see you on the next video.